Hey there, water signs. It's Angie with Feisty Butterfly Tarot, and today we are taking a look at what's going on for the collective water signs in June for the next week or so, 2 weeks. Take it for what it resonates with you. It is a collective read for the water signs. We're going to look at what's going on. We're using the Tarot Mucha deck and also the Darkwood deck. It felt like perhaps the water signs needed a little bit more grounding and a little more fire, so maybe a little less emotion going on. Not sure why it felt that way, but these are the decks that I was inclined to choose, so we're going to take a look at it. And we're going to look at what's going on for you now and what's coming at you and what's the undercurrents. Okay. Right now you feel like the Queen of Cups in reverse. Now the Queen of Cups is all about emotional lessons, learnings, the value of self, the value of the lessons of love and the nurturing energy. In the reverse, some say this is a little bit more of the drama mama martyr energy. It's feeling a little overly emotional. So you'll know what is going on with you best. Do you need to nurture yourself more? Are you a little bit, are you feeling a little over emotional just because of outside influences or just because of what's going on with you? These are things that you need to look at, okay? That's for the now energy. Then you have the Judgment card and also the Six of Swords coming up. Now the Judgment card is all about being in your truer self. The angels looking over these folks and you're rising up into your higher self. Judgments are being made, but it's you being in your more authentic self. And really, how do you want to have your look back at your life when you come to that moment, when you go back to like Bible type thinking and the angels and it's Judgment Day? Often people think, oh, that's just awful, but really it's you taking a look at your life, seeing what you've done and seeing if you've honored what you set out to do. So this is a call to be in your higher self with more authenticity coming up. And then there's a Six of Swords. This is a change of direction, a transition, a leaving of the rough waters for the smoother place. It's also sometimes leaving some of these swords behind, leaving the baggage behind. You're usually not going it alone. You're usually with someone. And it's heading to smoother waters, smoother times in the thinking world. Now, we also have here the three undercurrents, which are kind of tricky. You have this battling, competitive Five of Wands energy. This is strife and conflict and really fighting for no reason. It's mock battle. It's trying to prove oneself. This is an undercurrent going on. This is a hidden energy, whether it's in the now or in what's coming at you. That energy you're not quite seeing for what it is. So understand that these battles and fights, they might not be as important as they seem. You have finances needing balance. You're feeling a little bit juggled. You're moving money, finances, resources, all of this energy to try and stabilize. And behind you is all this rough waters and rough seas, like you can see really close. The rough waters and rough seas behind. Now understand that this card, you're leaving that aspect. So you're trying to get your sense of balance. If you want to get on board and leave a situation and move forward, you have to make some decisions and figure out your priorities on this. Then you have this strong, strong male energy here. This is the Emperor energy. This is about protecting, establishment, sometimes about rules, structure, foundational things, having a good solid foundation and taking care of things. This is about an active doing type of energy, making sure things are maintained. This can be sometimes overly rigid. These two combined, it might be that you're trying to push a little too hard and you don't know exactly how to shift out of things just yet. We're going to look and see in the Darkwood if there's a little bit more of the undercurrent energy. This one is supposed to be the fiery, inspirational type of deck that I felt like pulling. But the inspiration is really saying, hey, figure out what you need to juggle. Be in your higher self. Move to a smoother place. Less over emotional stuff. Create more structure for yourself. Don't fight over stupid shit. You know, that kind of thing. So, okay. All right. The Darkwood is showing us the Five of Wands again on this, and it's coming out right here. So this is something now, and also it might be a challenge for you in the near future. All right. This is coming out strong. This is the same as this. Different depiction, same energy. Like conflict, strife, everybody wants a little bit of what's there and they're all like pouncing on it, not sure what to do. They could like really create a lot of destruction if they're not careful. So far they're just looking at it and focusing on that and who's going to get it and how, a little more than they're focusing on what they need to. Then you have this Four of Wands energy. This Four of Wands is the happier energy, the more balanced energy. Now, in this card, he really is shown kind of interestingly. It's like this troll under the bridge, kind of like an ogre, and whoever crosses his path, he's going to get. It's knowing the lay of the land before you walk into this 11-11 perfection energy. You really need to know what's going on. You need to see the undercurrents and realize that there might be more inspiration there than you realize currently. So be aware. This is the Four of Wands, but these ones are lit and there's an unexpected surprise. Doesn't mean necessarily bad. I mean, if you're the trollette or whatever, the ogrette, then this might be perfectly surprised and well timed for you. But it does lean into this Four on the Emperor, saying structure's necessary. Be aware, structure's necessary. You don't want to burn everything down. Now, the Two of Cups comes up in reverse, and I love the Two of Cups card. In this one, you see the dark horses and the Two of Cups. So perhaps the troll and trollette are the two dark horses. Maybe the unlikely pair, the unlikely couple that works well together. That kind of thing. There's an equal pairing. There's an equal offering here, and you need to see that equality and be able to balance that out. This again is leaning into this Two of Coins, this resources, money, how you spend your time, how you invest your energy, that kind of thing. So this is a really, really interesting time for you. You have to balance out some of the 3D real world, and the Two of Cups is right here in the middle of this. In reverse, the emotions are kind of overtaking. The water wouldn't stay in the cup in the reverse. In the upright, it's saying, hey, you have this, you've got this. And the upright meaning to me is always the one that you really need to see the most of, most clearly, because it also explains the shadow meaning, the other meaning as well. So it explains the base for that. So that's what I've got for you. I want to look at perhaps the Mystical Moments deck and just take a look and see if there's any other, for the hidden energy, hidden realm type stuff, to give you a little bit of a heads up and maybe perhaps remember this when it crosses your path. Now this is woo, totally. Two cards actually are coming. I don't know why, but they are. This is the stuff that is the heads up. Remember this. Oh, Nine of Swords and Queen of Wands. Great. Okay. People generally see Nine of Swords and they're like, oh crap. This is nightmares, anxieties, stuff you're stressing on. But it's also the Epiphany card. It's the rude awakening. It's something that keeps you up and that's nudging you and nagging you a little bit. It's the way you're looking at things. It's the time to observe and look closer. Look again, right? Look again. That's what you're getting asked to do from this card specifically. Very much. Look again at what is causing the anxiety and see what you want to do about it. Then you have the Queen of Wands here. She is definitely always in her highest self. She sparkles, she shines, she's approachable. She doesn't spend a lot of time in her head and overly worried. She's just very, very much all about what is her inner fire, her inner light, and what is it that she is very, very passionate about. So examine those two things. Notice those two things when that crosses your path. Be very aware. This is all about uprighting those cups and creating more balance for you. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but it's going to be a lot bit great. So good luck on that. Bye, guys.